Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kudash, the waters under the elders of House Green Millstone, the elders Green Millstone, and of course, peace and blessings under the hopeful elect. This is here sermons of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, serving him in truth and sincerity. Yes, on the brother Chayaba from GMS Plain Tables Camp, coming back with another lesson to spirit. Yeah, so of course, recent news literally just last night. I'm sure many brothers have already heard about it. You had a huge plane crash that happened in Philadelphia, which obviously, is a neighboring city from me. And, hey, it's, and of course, also the brothers, yes, brothers who live in Philadelphia. And they go to show you that we are in those times, as the video I have pulled up is from the channel GMS News 1, and it's entitled Explosion Caught on Camera. 2025 is lit. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, that's true. And hey, what this just happened yesterday, man. Which yesterday was January 31st. So you had all these different things that happened just in January. Starting in 2025, you already have a lot of things that happened, for the first month. You're having the Capitol buildings getting struck by lightning. You're having Trump, of course, where he's in office, and he got inaugurated. He's coming down with a lot of, pretty much, passing a lot of bills and laws. So hey, without a doubt, we are in those times, man. So without further ado, to play this video.
Oh shit.
Boom, and just like that, man, you had an explosion out of nowhere. And hey, that's how this day, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is about to bring very soon. That's how, this is how this day is going to hit everybody in the face. With all these trials and tribulation that the Lord's going to bring, guess what's going to catch many people by surprise? And ultimately, the most thing that's going to catch people by surprise is the coming of Yahushai. The scriptures say, let's go ahead and get it real quick. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. At 3 it says, for when they shall say peace and safety. Or you saw verse 2 says, so 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 2, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. See? So peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Yeah, and, with Trump in office, a lot of people think that, things will get better. Peace, again, the MAGA, make America great again. A lot of people believe in that. All Trump is going to do is make things 100% worse. And hey, that's great. Because ultimately we're waiting. We know that with Trump in office, that these prophecies will come by quicker and quicker. So yeah, we're glad that he's in office. And ultimately he's narrow in reincarnation. That's what we believe. And hey, without a doubt, it's showing. Yeah, and also recently you had the other plane crash that happened, a few days ago. I believe it was a DC flight. It collided with I believe it was a helicopter, if I'm not mistaken. So hey, it's a lot of things happening, man. A lot of plane crashes. So, hey, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? See? Yeah, because Ezra was being given this vision of literally these times that we are in right now. So, well, we are in the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars. Yeah, the beginning of evils, it says, and the power shall stand in fear. Beginning of evils, yeah, we are in those times, man. And, you know, it's only going to get worse from here on out. And again, this is just the first month with all these things that happened in just January. How much more for what's to come for just the rest of this year, man. And what in the next year, you know, I just did a lesson, and the elder apostle Dahar, you know, he was bringing this out on how pretty much the average or what the most empires, they only last 250 years, around pretty much 250 years. Which, hey, next year America, the United States will reach that point. 2026. From 1776, 250 years later, what's going to be 2026, or you know, of course, that's going to be the 250-year anniversary of the United States, which again, that is the same exact time where empires fall completely. Where empires end completely. So hey, without a doubt, we are at those times. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Yeah, and Jacob's trouble is when all these things will be popping off, all hell will be breaking loose. Everything at its climax, famine, pestilence, war, civil war. You know, countries against one another. Just people, you know, just uproars and anarchy all out on the streets. All that is climax. What that right there is Jacob's trouble. And you know, we're already at the beginning, the very beginning. But hey, it's going to get a lot worse. Well, you know, where everything tips off, again, it's right at the corner. So play this video again. Hey, you saw a dude make, oh shit. Like, hey, that's how it's gonna be, man. See, so it goes to show you that anything can just happen at any point. You know, this plane literally landed in the middle of the city, man, in the middle of Philadelphia. I believe it was northeast Philly. And they see, and it just hit the middle, and you know, houses were on fire, and a lot of people died. Well, I gotta see that count, but what you had people who died, man. Obviously the people within a plane. But hey, you know, people got affected by this. Houses were burning down, or yeah, houses were on fire.
Oh shit.
Let's go ahead and look it up real quick. Plane crashes in Philly. Yeah, medical plane crashes in northeast Philly. All 6 on board. Yeah, the Learjet 55 crashed near the Roosevelt Mall around 6:10 p.m. scrolling down. Yeah, it says many people on the ground and parking lots, on streets, and cars and homes in the area were injured. See? So hey, this affected a lot of people, man. It says, yeah, Chopper 6 was overhead where charred vehicles and burned buildings could be seen as federal investigators arrived to examine the scene. See, yeah, so people got injured. Yeah, you had at least 6 people who died just by this plane crash. So hey, there you have it. Watch witness describes horrific scene, seeing woman on fire.
Jessica Catalia, she is live with one of the eyewitnesses who witnessed some of what happened tonight. Jessica.
Yeah, great. And I just want to be very clear, you are not a police officer. You have a family member who is a police officer, but you were here at this scene. What did you see?
Basically, I heard a loud roar, then saw a fireball in the sky. It was nosediving, and blew up right on the block. Just nosedived straight down.
And what did it hit? It just hit the concrete, and that's when things caught on fire.
Yeah, I actually saw a body fly across the street.
What went through your head when you saw this?
I need to help them.
And what'd you do?
Ran over there, looked for people that were alive. Couldn't find any. Then first responders got there and they said, "Hey, get back." I was like, "Okay," and tried to attend to medical aid as much as I could.
Okay. You have a family member who's a police officer, but again, I just want to stress, you just happened to be in this area. What were you doing at the time? This is a very busy area at this time of evening.
I was just hanging around with some friends, and that happened. I was like, "Oh, time to shoot in the action real quick."
Yeah. In light of what's been happening recently with current events in Washington, D.C., when you saw this plane come down, what went through your head?
At first, I was like, "Oh no, it's a terrorism attack." But once I saw it on fire in the sky, it was definitely something failed in the air, hit something in the air, and came down.
Yeah, and you...
Hey, and you can play the rest of this video, but hey, you can just imagine how that looked like. See, so hey, anything can happen at any point, and it's showing you that we are in those times. Jeremiah chapter 30:7, it says to read again, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Yeah, ultimately, the elect of the nation of Israel, the ones who are serving the Heavenly Father and the Son, or of course the ones who are serving the Heavenly Father through his Son, which is what his true name is, Yahushua, according to ancient Paleo Hebrew. Well, 100% truth and sincerity, those are going to be the ones who are protected and reserved within these times, within Jacob's trouble. Well, that's our hope. That's why we're serving Yahweh Shemi Shai, doing his will, doing what we can that's, pleasing unto Yahweh Shemi Shai, so that, we're reserved within these times. Up until the coming of Yahushua. Because, hey, again, a lot of things are going to happen very, very soon. As a lot of things are happening right now as we speak, just imagine how much more it's going to get worse. So, yeah, I believe it's a point. Just want to bring that real quick. Those will leave the link in the description. Yahweh Bashim Yashai, Bashim Kakwadash Brakathum. Shalom.